Welcome back, tech enthusiasts. We're trustedshopguide.com and today we are in the tech room. In this video, we'll be sharing with you our 7 highest rated internal solid-state drives. All of us are memory hoarders in our own ways. Some may collect rocks, shells, and sand, while others will opt for functional trinkets like flashlight souvenirs and native bags or wallets. But these days, the easiest way to keep memories is by taking photos and videos of our trips and gatherings. Unfortunately, our smartphones, tablets, and laptops can only store so much with their limited memory. This is why in today's video, we're going to be sharing with you our list of the 7 top-rated internal solid-state drives, or internal SSDs. From options with multiple compatibilities to disks that have a large capacity, we made sure that we picked the ones that'll help you keep your precious memories. The team at TrustedShopguide.com have researched, assessed, and awarded ratings to all the internal solid-state drives that will be presented in this video. We have selected our top-rated options for you, making it easier to decide which one to buy today. To help you further, there are timestamps and direct links to all the products in the description below. You're welcome to check us out on TrustedShopguide.com for more of a research in the tech room, or alternatively subscribe to this channel for regular updates. The first internal SSD in our list is the Netac internal SSD. Boasting an efficiency that's 5 times better than hard disk drives, the Netac internal SSD will draw you away from system crashes, long loading times, or other high-maintenance problems that you may have once encountered. This device is also accountable for keeping your digital data safe and protected, so you won't have to worry about accidentally sharing your storage. TrustedShopguide.com has awarded the Netac internal SSD a 4-batch rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following: 3N AND technology. The 3N AND technology of this item gives you super fast data transfer with its read speed of up to 530 megabytes per second and write speed of up to 500 megabytes per second. Shock-resistant solid-state core. With its rugged design, this model is shock and vibration resistant, so it won't shatter from one drop, and it also has non-condensing voltage ambient humidity from 5% to 95%. Easy to set up. The 2.5-inch frame of this item can be installed simply with a screwdriver, and the internal disk will be good to go. Energy efficient. This product has lower power consumption, so it's guaranteed that it won't heat up quickly, and if you haven't used it for a long time, it may not even heat up at all. Keeping all of that in mind, the thing you should know before you buy the product is it doesn't have any cable connection in case you want to convert it to external storage. The second internal SSD in our list is the SanDisk SSD Plus internal SSD. Aside from photos and videos, you might want to have a storage disk to keep up with your pile of work, whether it be in the office or at school. If this is your case, the SanDisk SSD Plus internal SSD has the features for you. This device propels burst-wide performance, making it a reliable contender for typical PC workloads. TrustedShopguide.com has awarded the SanDisk SSD Plus internal SSD a 5-batch rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following: fast boot up. This upgraded unit has a quick startup, boot up, and application load and response, and it has a read and write speed of 545 megabytes per second for smaller caches and 450 megabytes per second for bigger cache. Shock and vibration resistance. This device can withstand drops with a shock resistance of 1,500 gravitational shocks and vibration resistance of 5 roots mean square or 10 to 2,000 Hz and 4.9 roots mean square or 7 to 800 Hz. Regulated temperature. This device has a regulated operating temperature that can go from 0 to 70 degrees Celsius to avoid overheating or melting its housing. Effortless setup. To set up this device, you'll only need to plug in the internal SSD, clone the data that you want to clone, and replace the drive in the laptop. Keeping all of that in mind, the thing you should know before you buy the product is the plastic housing is not built to withstand extreme heat, so we recommend using it in colder areas or having a fan cooler when using it. The third internal SSD in our list is the Samsung SATA 3 internal SSD. Helping you meet demands at any task, the Samsung SATA 3 internal SSD has the facets to assist you with daily computations to 8K video processing. It also provides a stable host experience with little to no lag via the 6th generation vertical and AND technology. To top it off, this item can also keep up with your multitasking with the help of the powerful MKX controller. TrustedShopguide.com has awarded the Samsung SATA 3 internal SSD a 5-batch rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following: maximize SATA interface. You can enjoy a professional level data backing with a 560 megabytes per second sequential speed of this item, which maintains long-term high performance. Multiple compatibilities. This device has an 870 EVO compatibility test, which validates that it's capable of connecting with any major host system, including video recording devices, motherboards, and chipsets. Quick installation. To back up your data, you will only need to connect your SSD to the source of storage, and Samsung Migration software will do the rest of its magic. Samsung Magician 7.1 software. You can easily manage your drive with the Samsung Magician 7.1 software. It allows you to keep up with the updates while also monitoring your device's health. Keeping all of that in mind, the thing you should know before you buy the product is it doesn't support QTRIM, and we don't recommend doing hard resets in between transferring data, as this could lead to storage loss. The fourth internal SSD interlist is the crucial internal SSD. Have you ever experienced transferring a file when suddenly it gets interrupted by a power interruption or your device shutting off due to a low battery? Sometimes those instances can cause us to lose your files. Thankfully, the crucial internal SSD has a solution for that. This item has an integrated power loss immunity, which preserves all your saved work in case there are interruptions in the middle of your data transfer. Trusted ShoppingGuide.com has awarded the crucial internal SSD a 4-badge rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following. Acceleration technology. This item is dedicated to helping you succeed with your digital task, and you can see it with the dynamic write acceleration technology that starts the system and loads your file almost instantly. Energy efficiency. The cutting-edge materials of this drive use a minimal amount of power while performing at a high-cost performance, so you'll have a swift and powerful technology that won't heat up or make extra noise. Quick read. This sequentially reads and writes up to 560 to 510 megabytes per second, which amounts to 90 to 95,000 files, so you won't spend a long time converting and transferring your data. Easy to set up. Even if you haven't installed an internal disk before, this unit will still be easy for you to put together or connect with your storage source, since they have a guide that'll walk you through the process. Keeping all of that in mind, the thing you should know before you buy the product is it's a bit tricky to install the first time. The fifth internal SSD interlist is the Western Digital Internal SSD. With a Western Digital Functional Integrity Testing Lab certification, the Western Digital Internal SSD is something you can use for multiple storage sources, including older chipsets and motherboards. It also has an active power draw that's up to 25% lower than previous generations of WD Blue SSD, so it's easier to clone a drive or back up your data. Trusted ShoppingGuide.com has awarded the Western Digital Internal SSD a 5-badge rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following. Regulated temperature. With the regulated temperature of this item, you won't have to worry about overheating, since it'll sustain the operating temperature from 0 to 70 degrees. Quick data transfer. This device has a sequential read speed of up to 560 megabytes per second and a sequential write speed of up to 530 megabytes per second. Reliable downtime. This device has 1.75 hours of mean to failure with 600 terabytes written, so you can trust its enhanced technology to keep up with your data transfer in case there's an interruption. Free downloadable software. With this item, you won't have to spend extra money on installing upgrades, since the free downloadable software will be the one to do that for you. Keeping all of that in mind, the thing you should know before you buy the product is the free software takes quite some time to install. The sixth internal SSD interlist is the TEAMGROUP internal SSD. Assisting you in transferring 60 to 70,000 files, the TEAMGROUP internal SSD provides a swift transmission speed, which is 4 times faster than traditional hard disks. The flash memory chip also makes it easier for you to boot or load games that need a lot of internal storage, so you won't be experiencing lags in the middle of your gameplay. Trusted ShoppingGuide.com has awarded the TEAMGROUP internal SSD a 4-badge rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following. Excellent speed. This product uses 3D NAND flash memory, so you can get 550 to 500 megabytes per second read and write speed, which makes it easier to transfer bigger files or multiple videos in one go. SLC caching algorithm. You might have experienced slow performance on a newly installed device, but the SLC caching algorithm will make sure you won't be facing that kind of problem, since it boosts the startup data transfer. Smart monitoring technology. This item's smart monitoring technology allows free blocks to go to bed as soon as the files are released, which can also fasten the reading and writing speed. Built-in ECC. Instead of installing a separate software for monitoring, this unit has its own error correction code, or ECC, which improves the reliability of file transfer and storage. Keeping all of that in mind, the things you should know before you buy the product are: the physical vessel of the drive is a little bit thinner, so you have to be careful about losing it. The SLC caching may slow down over time. The 7th internal SSD in our list is the KLEVV Neo internal SSD. With high-definition Acronis True Image software, the KLEVV Neo internal SSD allows you to easily migrate your data to save you time and effort. This model is compatible with desktops and laptops that work with 2.5-inch SATA. They also have multiple storage options of 240 GB to 1 TB, so you can find a match to how many photos, videos, and files you're working on. TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded the KLEVV Neo internal SSD a 4-badge rating. The team recommends this purchase based on the following: Advanced Flash Management. The integrated flash management functions include global wear leveling, trim, smart over-provision, and bad block management to help you keep up with the status of your drive. Embedded DRAM. This product has an embedded dynamic random access memory or DRAM, which buffers to extend the SSD's performance for better runtime. Rock-solid durability. This item went through a rigorous verification process to make sure that it has a durable exterior that can withstand shock and vibration. 4-channel controller interface. This unit has a 4-channel controller interface to enlarge the bandwidth of the drive, allowing it to keep up with your multitasking. Keeping all of that in mind, the thing you should know before you buy the product is, it doesn't have a lot of features to guarantee long-term reliability. And there you have it, folks, our 7 highest rated internal solid-state drives, which got our team at TrustedShoppingGuide.com excited this year. If you have any contenders for our next internal SSD roundup, which you would like our team to test, do drop it in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to assess them for our next update. If you like this video and it helps you in any way, please do give it a like and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay connected and updated with all of our research into everything that makes our tech rooms great. We look forward to seeing you at the TrustedShoppingGuide.com again soon.